Yeah, we're out here snagging rebounds. There we go. Hey. Give me that shit. Come on now. Hey, put back. First one of the year. There we go. Floater. Sir. Not here. Give me that. Give me that shit. Let's go. Look at that 65 pass. Hey, let's go. Yeah, what's going on with y'all boys, man? CJ back with another video, and for my first video 2K26, I'm showcasing my Dennis Rodman build. This is gonna be the first build that I made, and then next is coming the Zion build. Now look, I'm gonna show y'all the attributes real quick, right? I know y'all looking, you're like, damn, the build can't shoot, bro. It don't even matter, bro. You got floaters. The floaters this year is crazy, but even if you pressed about not being able to shoot, this build will be able to shoot. I'm gonna explain that to y'all, right? So I went upgraded to level 40 in the season pass so I can see, and look, you get 36 points, 36 attribute points on the 3-pointer. Now this build right here, I messed up. I won't be able to shoot threes. It goes to like a 61. But if you remake this build and you put your 3 to a 40, once you get 5 cap breakers, you can upgrade your 3 to a 76, and then this build will be able to shoot. So now I'm gonna break down the attributes a little bit, right? The only thing I would change with this build, the speed, you can drop that down to an 80. 75, even if you want to go 75, I'll go between 75 and 80. 75 feels really good right now. I would go up to the 80. Agility, we're keeping that 75. The strength, we're keeping that 91. And the vertical, I personally always go 90 vertical. I want to have a high vertical, and I'm seeing a lot of bigs this year with like 80 vertical. So you want to have 90, but even then right now it's 87. And in a lot of the clips you will see it's around the 85. So I'm still out here snagging even with the 85. So if you want to, you can go 85. Me personally, personal preference, I'm going 90 vertical. Defensive rebound is 94 right now, and we're gonna use our cap breaker to get that to a 96. So once we get 2 cap breakers, we're gonna have a 96 rebound, which is gonna give us legend box out beast. But if you do want to stay at the 94, you could just do that and then plus max your rebound chaser to legend. And then right here we got the block at an 84, which is pretty good. I do like having the 84 block, is nice. 74 perimeter defense is pretty solid. Mainly all I do is play rec, so 74 is pretty good. I don't know about playing park. 88 interior defense, you always want to have high interior defense, especially on a smaller build. And then look at this too, we're gonna have Hall of Fame strong handles, and we got the 75 speed with ball, which gives us lightning launch on silver. And then the pass accuracy, another thing too, honestly, you can honestly go 65. I've been rocking with 65. I haven't had an issue. You can throw outlet passes, you're gonna see that throughout this video. So you can go to 65. And then we got the 73 standing dunk. Right now I've been rocking with a 65. It's been decent, it's been pretty solid. Me personally, on that Zion build, I'm going 90 standing dunk just because I just want to have it that way. You don't have to, but that's me, personal preference. And then you get a 93 driving dunk. Now where I low-key messed up here, if I would have went to a 94 driving dunk, 5 cap breakers would get me to a 99. So you could do that if you do want a 99 driving dunk. Bring your driving dunk to a 94, and then 5 cap breakers will get you to a 99. Next thing I want to talk about is the 88 driving layup. You do not need to go that high. 80 is like the sweet spot. You don't need to go that high, so you can go ahead and take that down to bring that to an 80. All right, next I'm gonna show you how I would remake the build just so you can see it. So we're gonna go 7'1" max wingspan, 263 on the weight, 6'7" center. So here, now you see right here, I put my 3-pointer up to a 40. Once I get those 5 cap breakers, it's gonna go to the 76. I got 77 ball control. I dropped the pass down to 65. I kept the defense all the same. Rebounding is a 94. You can keep it at that or go to the 96. And you see the difference with this one too is I got the 90 standard dunk because that's what I wanted, 90 standard dunk. So you can go ahead and rock with this right here. Eventually you will be able to shoot. And if you don't want to wait till you get 5 cap breakers, here's a shooting version of the build right here. You get an 83 point rating. You can still get your contact dunks. You're gonna have to get cap breakers to get your driving dunk to like a 93. So if you don't feel like waiting to get cap breakers to be able to shoot, you can go ahead and make this build right here. All right, now let's get into the gameplay. All right, so first thing I want to address, because I know a lot of y'all are gonna look at this and see no shooting and already be upset, but look, first clip, we're going with a floater. That's going to be your jump shot basically. You do not need a 3-point shot. You can still get away with not being able to shoot. Previous years is a lot more difficult, but this year you really can get away with it. As you see right here, I'm sitting corner, I catch it, take a few steps and it's a floater. You can even do a floater from deeper out. You can literally take one step into the the 3-point line and throw a floater up. And the crazy thing is you only need a 76 driving layup. You do not need anything higher. Now me, I went 80 just so I can get the physical finisher on silver. So if you do want to get that, go ahead, go to 80, but you can rock with a 76 and still make layups just like this. All these floaters I was doing with the 76 driving layup and like float badge on bronze. I forget what it was, float specialist. Had the badge on bronze, I was still making floaters, still had that big green window. And I know I didn't show the animations, but the layup I do have on my floater is Bam out of bios. That's the one that's giving me the super deep floaters, so that's what you want to equip. I forget what the rest is, and I really haven't been doing layups too much, but another one that I did see that was pretty good is Zion's Euro step. I've been using that, and I think his hop step maybe too, but for sure his Euro step is pretty solid. So if you want to do that too, you can rock with Zion's Euro step. But look, another deep floater. And even if you're not a believer in the floater, this build eventually will be able to shoot. Like I said, once you get 5 cap breakers, if you put your 3 to a 40, as I showed you on the video already, if you put your 3 to a 40, you can get a 76 3-point rating with 5 cap breakers. And I've also showed y'all a version of the build that can shoot off rip, so you don't need cap breakers. So before you go commenting saying the build is trash because it can't shoot, just keep that in mind. The build eventually will be able to shoot, and like I said, I showed y'all a version that can shoot. I tell y'all this all the time, you do not have to make the build identical to how I made it. Take it as a blueprint, change things up, and make the build how you want to make it. And even though I said I want to go to a 96 rebound, honestly, you might be able to get away without doing that. You can honestly rock with the 94 and still snag rebounds, because 96 is going to get you the box out beast on legend. But honestly, you can just go to the 94, have your box out beast Hall of Fame, and just use your plus maxes to get legend rebound chaser and legend box out beast. Overall, my experience with rebounding so far, not even having all my badges, the rebounding feels really good. You'll see throughout this video I'm getting rebounds even with other bigs in the paint. I'm still grabbing boards, and I've said this so many times too, because there's a lot of people that still think like this. They think because I'm 6'7" that they're just gonna snag boards over me. It's not gonna happen. A big part of rebounding is positioning. If I'm boxing out and I have the badges to box you out, it don't matter what you do, how tall you are, how strong you are, you're not getting a rebound. If I'm boxing you out and I'm in good position, the rebound is mine. You're not getting it. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I love these undersized bigs so much, because a lot of people traditionally they're gonna go with a 7-foot big. You can make a really good 7-footer, but the reason why I love undersized bigs is because I can dribble, I'm faster than you, I can guard 1 through 5. Like, there's so much more I can do. Whereas a 7-foot big, you're limited to certain things. A 7-foot big, it's gonna be tough for you to guard pick and roll. You can't get that high perimeter defense. You can't get the same speed and ball control that an undersized big can get. Now, I will admit this year the 7-footers are dribbling crazy, but still you cannot obtain the same speed that I can at 6'7". And by no means am I trying to knock or bash 7-foot bigs. There's a lot of really good 7-foot big builds, but me personally, I just love how fast undersized bigs are. That's just my favorite part of it, being quick, being able to grab boards, and being able to stop a big man who thinks he's just gonna score on me the whole time. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is perimeter defense. I know a lot of y'all, especially this year, you're gonna look at the 74 perimeter defense and think it's not gonna work. I've seen a lot of people complain about perimeter defense saying it's not that good, and I understand your concerns, because I will admit I have been cooked even by a 7-foot big who dribbles. It's kind of tough to move laterally. It's a little difficult. It's not too difficult, but there's times where I'm getting blown by. Like, even in this clip a little bit, it almost happened where he almost got by me. But the big thing here is strength. Strength works almost as on-ball menace. So you have the on-ball menace badge, and strength helps you get cutoffs too. So what you want to do, if you do have to guard perimeter on this build, you want to smother them. You want to get as close as you can and stop them from dribbling, because once they create that space and they start dribbling, that's when it's going to be easy for them to kind of blow by you. But if you can make contact, your strength's going to play a factor. Your on-ball menace badge is going to play a factor. You're going to get cutoffs. It's going to be a lot more difficult for them to get by you and score. So in my opinion, the 74 perimeter defense is pretty valid. Of course, if you can, go higher, but you don't need it. Like, 74 perimeter defense is not bad, and it's not really good. It's like kind of in between. It's solid. It'll get the job done. Keep in mind too, a lot of these clips and the gameplays that you're seeing, I don't even have all my badges. I still got bronze badges. The build isn't even fully upgraded. I'm still out here averaging like 15 rebounds. So the build's only gonna get better, because I am gonna have legend rebound chaser, legend box out beast. I'm gonna have the 90 vertical. I'm gonna have all my badges upgraded after playing for a while, and it's just gonna get better from here on out. And for anyone who's worried about the build being too short, I have a long history of making builds like this, so you could trust me on this. I have several years of making this build right here, these undersized bigs, and showing y'all how good it is. It's not an issue. So far this year, I haven't played a game where I'm getting killed by a big. It's never been an issue. I never play and feel like I'm just getting abused by a big man. The next thing I want to talk about real quick before the video ends is a 65 pass accuracy. A lot of y'all are gonna think that's too low, and you see right here, this whole video, all I had was 65 pass. You can upgrade it to 71 or 75 if you want to, but 65 is still valid. It works. Where it gets worse is in a half court setting. Once you get to a half court setting, it's not not like the passes are just completely bad, but they're not as good as the 71, 75. That's where the 75 and 71 comes into play. But as far as fast breaks and throwing outlet passes, the 65 works really good. You see, I'm whipping passes down the court. Look, I'm grabbing a rebound here. I just whipped the pass down the court. It's clean, accurate. There's no fumbling animation. It all worked out. And if you do want to save more attribute points, you can go down on the ball control and speed with ball. Right now, I got a 68 speed with ball, and I think like a 70 ball control. And you see, I'm still able to dribble, still able to run down the court with the ball. So if you do want to drop that down, you can do that too. The main reason I chose the ball control that I did is because I want strong handles on Hall of Fame. But if you don't care about that, you can drop it down. If you don't care about dribbling too much, the build is still really good. But me, I prefer having strong handles on Hall of Fame, especially having a big man matched up on me who's not gonna have perimeter defense. It's gonna be easy to blow by him, especially when you're playing rec, where most centers are 7-foot bigs without perimeter defense. But alright, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and head out here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But I will be dropping another build soon. I'm gonna be working on my Zion build next, so this video will be coming out September 1st. And then the next video, the Zion build, I'll probably have it out like 2 days later. I'm gonna start doing live streams working on that build. But alright, the video's about to end. So like I said, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate y'all, and make sure y'all tune into the live streams too.